So you guys are welcome to this particular video. We'll be carrying out a simple project building a to-do app using just vanilla JavaScript. So the first thing I want to do right now is to start the project by creating a sample folder, and I'm going to call this particular folder to do. Right, so right here on my screen I already have my text editor, my VS Code open, and my browser as well open by the other side. So I'm just going to drag this particular new folder I created called to do for our project straight into my VS Code, and I'm done with this, and I take this off basically. Then I create my first file inside of my to do folder. I'll call this index.html. right, so this is going to be like a couple of series of videos, could be 2, could be 3, depends. But in this particular first video we just want to design the front end of, or the user interface of the to-do app basically. So I have my index.html set up for me. Then I also create another file here. I'll call this one style.css. Alright, I would also have another file as well. I'll call this one scripts.js. So this working with these 3 files. So this other one will host our JavaScript, this other one here will host our CSS, and this first one will host our HTML. So now in the HTML one, I'll just come out with my document, and I would start up my HTML here. Then I'll call this one, what will I call it now? Call the title to do, of course. I have that there. So the next thing I want to do is try and install Bootstrap, right? So I'll be using the Bootstrap for this particular project. So this is Bootstrap basically. So you just go to getbootstrap.com/doc or something. So let's go back to the Bootstrap homepage basically. So I'll go to the Bootstrap homepage. I'll wait for it to load a bit. So right here on the Bootstrap homepage, you'll see their CDN here that we can just easily copy and paste into our project to have Bootstrap in our project, right? So I'll copy the CSS, I'll paste it down here. Yep, so I'll paste it down here. I'll copy the JavaScript too, just in case we need those functionality. I'll paste it here as well. So pasting these 2 stuff simply means that we have Bootstrap in it. So another thing again I will later use in the course of the project will be Font Awesome as well. So I have fontawesome.com to enable us to add some little icons instead of our project, right? So when we get to that particular bridge, we're crossing. So that being said, I'll come back here again. What else? The next thing I want to do is to start my design, right? So I'll create a div, right? In this particular div, let us call this one hero. So it's going to be a custom class. Save it a little bit, go to my style, try to style it a bit, give it a width of 100%. I'll give you padding, of course, padding of, let's say 70 px, and the height, and the other side 0 px, something like this. Yeah, this is for top and bottom, I guess. Then this is left and right. All right, so once we have this, then the next thing I want to do, I want to give it a background. Then I want the background to be a linear gradient, so I'm going to say linear gradients. All right, so 45 degree, just like slants like that. Command, my first color should be red and my second color should be blue. You can use any color of your choice anyway. So basically, let me save this. Let's test this. So I have this extension. Where's the extension again? Right here on your VS Code. If you're using VS Code just like me, you have an extension here called Live Server or something. So if you don't have it installed, you can basically just have it installed, or basically you can run your page by right-clicking it and say open on any text editor of your choice. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my live server. So I'm not going to right-click here and say open with live server. So once I have that there, I think this stuff wants to open it with me with Safari. So I'll just copy it here. I don't want it to open on Safari. I want it to open on Chrome. So I'll paste it here. Then that's my live server, right? So basically this is what we've done. This is our project. So the live server allows me to not to be reloading this particular browser all the time. So I have my H1 here, and my H1 I'm going to say to-do list, right? So let's call this to-do list. Let's save that. So you see that the moment I'm saving it is happening. So okay, I was wondering why my style is not being affected, not knowing that I did not call it. So let's call our style here. Let's call our custom style here. So you can add a comment and say custom style if you want to, all of this stuff, custom. Alright, that's cool. Then I can add my link tag over here, and I will say style.css. Alright, that's it. So if I save that now, everything looks good to me. Then before I add this to do here, I think I should have a container class. So a container class is a class on Bootstrap that enables us to have a margin left and right. So I have that in there. Then I can now paste my this in there. So I have something like this. So I don't want it to be dark, actually. I want it to be white. So I'm going to give this stuff a text color of white. Right, that's F. Give me white, of course. What else? What else? I want my H1 to be a little bit bold. Right, H1 should be bold, actually. H1 should be bold. Then my H1, I want it to be font weight 700 or so. Alright, this is cool. Let's see why is it giving us this border. I see it's not loading our cool. So everything seems nice now. Yeah, that's what we have. So I have that linear gradient. So this 45 degrees. So basically, if you're just wondering what 45 degree does, this handle the direction of the gradient, right? So if you give it like 90, let's say 190 will give us, and to give us like a straight line. I don't know, and to give us like a straight line like this. So basically, 45 degree give us that diagonal shape of the stuff. Yeah, that, which is cool if you ask me. And so the next thing I want to do now is give another class here for my container. And my container class, I just want a simple div. I'll call it, I'll give this class, let us call it to do wrapper or something of that nature. To do title wrapper, right? Any name actually. So I'm going to copy this, I'll need it later. So I'm going to write, so I want to create like two stuff here. So I'm going to give you H3. So my H3 now will be all tags, something like this, all tags. And I'll give it a float. I'll float it left. So I'll give it a class. Float left in Bootstrap 5 is float start, right? I guess. Then the next thing I want to do now is to create a button, and I'll give it a class as well. BTN is a Bootstrap class. Then this is my own button. I want to style it. I'll give it text BTN. So this will be a custom button for me actually. Then I'll call this one new tags, right? Something like this. New tags. Alright. Oh yeah, new tags. Seems cool. So let's save this. So this is what we have. New tags is over there. So let's float this one to the right. So our new tags will actually be around this area here. So I'm going to say float end. End is right, I guess. So yep, that's it. Then what else? Okay, this other guy here, let's give it a margin top or something. Let's say margin top. Okay, I can do that with Bootstrap. Empty 3 or 5. 3 might be nice. I think 3 is nice. So let's go and style this these two things. Tags BTN and float. Alright, so the wrapper. So this is the wrapper. Ctrl V. That's that there. So what are we going to give this guy? Something just very simple. Let's give it a background color. Let's see what it does first. Let's see what that stuff does. Let me give it CCC. I will not need the background color. I'll delete it. I just want to see what it does. I don't like doing this like server and render stuff. Alright. So I can't even see it, right? So I have to give it a height to see it. So let me give it like 50px height. Alright. So 50px height seems great. Alright, so that's cool. That's all I wanted to do. So I'll just give it only heights. That's all I want from it. Then the next thing I want to style again, I also want to style my tags BTN. BTN, I have that there. Basically, I'll just copy this color, this same linear gradients. I don't want nothing much. So this should give me exactly what I want. Alright, that's cool. I'll give it color, give it white as well, keep F white, and what else? Border radius. Or okay, let's just leave it like this. This is cool. This is cool, right? Alright. Okay, alright, so we can use this. Oh, that hover stuff. Let's ensure that even on the hover the color is still white. Don't want to change it. Alright, triple F. So I have my color white even on hover. Nothing changes, right? Alright, this is cool. This seems amazing if you ask me. So the next thing I want to do now is still inside my container, I want to give it my card. So I'm going to say div.card, right? Then I'll also say div.card body, right? So this is a bootstrap class actually to create a card. So let me just type what should I type now? Let me type h4. So basically this is where our tax title will come in. So I'll say tax title, is that how to spell title? I don't think so. Comes in here. Then I'll give this a class. Then I'll say capitalize it for me. That's a bootstrap class actually. So alright, it should be L. I made a simple mistake there. That's amazing, right? So I want to change the border, the background. So you can use either aesthetics or you can use body, anyone. I think I'm more of an old school guy. I love to use body. So let's say FFEF, is that E? FFEFF2. Alright, so give all this like, make it a little bit, you know, and the color come out a little bit. Then the card here is it have one outline, right? Or is it border? So I don't want that particular border here, it's annoying to me. So I'm going to take it border 0. We take that border out. Then I'll give it a shadow. So all of this is bootstrap now. If I give it a shadow, so it's going to give me this thick shadow, but I want it to be a small shadow, so shadow SM. Alright, perfect. Something like this is cool, right? Then so let's try something out. So the next thing I want to do now, see, just watch. If I copy the entire card here and I replicate it 2 times, see, we can't see the difference between each card. That means we'll need to give this like MB margin bottom or margin top. Let's just use margin top. MB3. Yeah, margin top will be sexy. So let's try it out. Alright, perfect. So it's gonna look like this, right? Which is cool. Then what else can we do? Let me just take this one. I don't need this one. I just want to like prove my point there. Alright, clearly prove my point. So let me take it out. So the next thing I want to include there is 2 buttons, right? So I'm going to add another button here, give it a class, just a BTN is a bootstrap class, and I'll call this guy edit, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, I'll call this guy trash. So this is what we have. Alright, cool. So that we can edit these tags, we can trash the tags if we want to. Now, let's go to Font Awesome, right? So let's see if we can add some icon to this particular stuff that we just did. Add the plus icon here, add that edit icon here, then add that, you know, little trash icon that you guys always see around that particular area there. So for Font Awesome, to get started with Font Awesome, permit me to enlarge this. So when you go to fontawesome.com, basically, let's see, to get their link so that we can actually link it up. So when you get to fontawesome.com and they'll allow you to, okay, I think I'm signed in, so you probably need to create a free account, download kit or something, then you create a free account, you sign in, blah blah blah, then you get your kit. So let me see my kit. So I'm going to see your kit. I signed in already. So kit, let's wait for it to load. So create kit, blah blah. I don't want to create kit, I just want to get started. So I'm looking for that CDN and I want to basically download it. So let me go to docs and look for their start. And so yeah, I can just quickly start. On websites, I want something I can start it very fast. Use a kit, get started. I'm looking for these guys. Where did they hide the stuff now? I know that they have one URL called start here. Quick setup. Let me try it manually and see if I can get there. You're thinking me here. I don't want to. Let me see this. Alright, so I have this kit there, then I have their CDNA here, so I'll just copy this, copy kit code. Alright, so once I have that copied, I guess that's all I need about Font Awesome. That's all I need about Font Awesome. So the next thing I'm going to do is just get over here, paste my stuff, and I have Font Awesome there. So I can still leave a comment here and say icons, right? Just for the whole stuff. Then let's go to the icon page. Then since it's a free account, of course, I just need to start searching for stuff, right? So I need to start searching for plus. So there about. So it's going to give me some stuff. So this plus, I want it to be free so that I'll not buy free. So I'll just check free there. So I'll see this stuff, I'll copy it. Let me minimize this. Then where's that new tax there? Alright, I'll paste it here. So let me see if, so you see that's cool. So let's go and look for another one. Let's look for edits. Alright, so edit stuff like this is not bad. Copy this stuff. I'll paste it here. I'll save that as well. Then let's look for trash, that trash can. So let's call this one trash. Click here too as well. I'll copy it as well. I'll paste it here. I'll save it. Alright, so this is what we have now. Now look cool. We have a plus sign here. So now I want to add a new tax. One more thing before we'll move on to the next video is that once they click here, let this Bootstrap model appear so that we'll be able to like add our new tags, right? So let's do that. So to do that, let me just maximize this. I'll go to Bootstrap. Under Bootstrap, I'll go to documentation, and I will go to, I'll just search for model here so that I can just easily copy the code and just paste it basically. So let's look for something like this. Okay, this looks cool. So I'll just copy that now, and so you guys can do the same thing too. So I love to paste my model down here. So instead of us to call it, let's and all of these buttons. This is the most important thing. It is data toggle model, data target, example model, blah blah. So Control X there. I don't need this. I'll delete it. Then let's just call this one add model. Right. Then here's that plus icon again. New tags. Yeah, that's it. Let's paste that stuff that we copied there. Save. And there you go. We have it. The model is coming up, right? Yeah, of course. I don't want the footer part of the model, this shit here. I'll take it off. Model title, change it to new tags. Change it to new tags. Then the content of the model. I'll create a form tag. So form here. Action. We don't need action for now. And I'll create a simple div here. Give it a class. What class should we give this one now? Let's give it MB3. That's mobile button, I guess. Alright. Then margin button. Then I give this an input text, of course. The name of this input is tags or to do. Let's just call this to do. Then okay, let's add a class. There's a Bootstrap class called form control. So this is also a Bootstrap class as well. Then I'm going to add a label here too as well. And this particular label, I'm going to say yeah to do. Let us call this one to do. Alright, let me save this and click here. And I have something like this, right? Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Then this model dialog, let's try something here. Model LG. Alright, to make it large, I think model LG. Alright, so I think what else do I want to do? Let's see. So basically this is it. So it gives us a larger part of the model. So the model at the top. So I want the model to be model dialog center. So it to be at the center here like this. So let's try that out now. So I'm going to go to let's go to model dialog. So I'm going to say model dialog dash centered. Alright, cool, and let's try that out. Alright, so perfect. So this is where we are going to end this particular video. So in the next video, we are going to try to use JavaScript, to add all of this stuff. Okay, I missed one thing. Submit button. Alright, let's do the submit button. Alright, input type submit value. I call it add tags, add to do, then class btn, tax btn, I guess, tax btn. Then could also give this particular input required, just to use HTML to validate it. So let's see what we do. Alright, so this is where we are going to end this particular video. So in the next video, we're going to try to see how we can use JavaScript to keep this stuff and add it here and complete our to-do list application. So thank you for watching this particular video. See you in the next.